money, so I wasn't going to ask for more than that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on in here inside the Thunderdome. Sorry about the little technical difficulties there for a quick second, but we are here and getting ready to start off the freshman game. We normally don't do freshman or JV, but we got a request from the freshman coach. So we decided that we would go ahead and oblige, and we picked this game here tonight. You're just getting ready for the tip-off as the Miamisburg Vikings have come in here inside the Thunderdome. Second matchup between these two teams here this year. Northmont won the tip. That was Pitts, who was driving in, threw it over to his teammate. Now the kick out. That's number 2, Marcus Lindsay. No good. Rebounded by the Vikings, and now going back the other way. They will start off their day offensively. They're going to drive in. That one right there was number 30, Bryson Williams. Try to get it on the inside to Langston. They call it kickball. So ball will stay with the Vikings. That one was blocked. There's Jalen Musgraves driving in. Got swatted by the defender. Now, after the drive, bad shot there by Northmont. There's a foul on the rebound. It's going to go against the Thunderbolts. On the inbound, that's Musgraves. He'll get it right back. And now pushing things up the court, kind of mishandled that ball for a minute, but then gets it over to Williams. Up top to Bell. The 3 there. I think that was Carter Thomas. Gonna be off the mark that time. Now Northmont going back the other way. Pulls up, turns around, hands it off to his teammate. That was Theo Simons. can't get that one to go. Still scoreless here. Into the offensive end go the Vikings. That's Williams. They throw it down inside to Langston. He'll turn over his shoulder and score the first bucket of the game. Crossing the half-court line that time for the Thunderbolts. That was Lindsay. Shot under the basket, no good. The rebound, though, by Simons. He'll put it up off the window and score, and he'll be at the free throw line. Knocks it in. The Thunderbolts have their first lead of the day. Williams helping to work it across the half-court line. Now they go into the corner quickly. That was Bell in the hands of Thomas. At the three-point line was Williams. Langston for a moment. Thomas, and they're going to pull things back out with Williams on the far wing still. I was looking at my roster. I didn't see what they blew the whistle about. They're going to call an offensive foul. Ball will go to the Thunderbolts. Now the inbound after the offensive foul. Northmont into the half court. The kick to the corner. Bringing it back out. And that's Lindsay at the volleyball line. Throws it over to Simons. Drives into the defense. Spins at the free throw line. Can't get it to go. The offensive rebound, though, by Pitts. No good on the putback and rebounded by Williams. He takes that into the offensive end for the Vikings. And actually, that's not Williams. That was Thomas. Now into the offensive end, Northmont with possession again. 2.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Spin move by Lindsay, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back up and in. That was Zachary Allen with the putback. No good on the free throw. And now the Vikings going back the other way. That was Hawk for a moment, number 24. Now Thomas drives, uses a screen. Nearly got blocked. He'll hit the floor after the miss. Back the other way. Northmont running things in transition. They throw it over to Lindsay. Now down on the block. Allen finds number 33 for the Thunderbolts. That's Gage Watson. Vikings on offense. Kick to the corner. Bell, the three. One's going to be off the mark. Watson with the ball now running it in transition. Gets it over to his teammate, Pitts. He'll hit that layup in transition. It's going to be his his first basket of the game. Now the Vikings on offense. They're going to call it travel? I believe so. Yes, they do. Minute 23 to go here in the half. Excuse me, make it quarter. Up to the half-court line. Thunderbolts working it in offensively. Watson down on the block, hasn't knocked away. He maintains possession, just has to chase it out to the three-point line. He'll set the screen now for Lindsay, who backs things out. Under a minute to go, he'll use the Watson screen. Steps back behind the three-point line over to, that was, wrong roster, I'm sorry. Pitts. Shot missed by the Thunderbolts there. Now going back the other way. Thomas down underneath the basket to Langston. He gets this one up, no good. Rebounded by Musgrave. Gets it outside to Thomas, and with 24 seconds, they go back to work. The drive middle there. Musgrave up off the glass, no good. Watson with the rebound, looking up court. Finds his teammates running in transition. Allen into the defense. He uses the window and knocks that one down. Nice highlight play there for the young guy. 4 seconds. Langston steps inside the three-point line, puts that one up off the back iron, no good. And 11-2, the Thunderbolts dominating here after one. All right, so since we got a moment here on the NM Sports Network, let's shout out a couple of our sponsors. Code Credit Union, one good reason after another to rock with us, and Code Credit Union all year long, 937-222-8971. Guys are trying to get in contact with them, do some banking. And then shout out to our man, Will Page. You guys might have seen him in there, right there in between the ads. He's the head coach for the JV squad, and he also runs a barbershop, Headliners Barbershop over there in Trotwood, 729 East Main Street. You guys want a fresh haircut, 937-837-3131. Huge shout out to him as well. But back here on the NM Sports Network, well, I didn't know that either, actually. So it's actually 6-minute quarters for freshmen. I've never done a freshman game before, so. Oh, okay. So it's 6 minutes because Miamisburg had some traffic issues. They got here significantly late. Anyways, back to the game. Williams controlling the ball for the Vikings. He throws it into the corner to Jason Musgraves. Langston up top, and now Williams over on the other side. He'll use the Langston screen. Fakes into Langston down on the block. That was Bledsoe outside. Thomas on the drive. Past Watson. Can't get it to go. Good contest there by Watson. Running the other way in transition. The Thunderbolts. That was Pitts. Is fouled on his way to the free throw line. I think he had 2 points there in the first quarter. And yeah, that one is his third point of the game. And you know, we get to see a lot of the sophomore class on the varsity squad just because how talented they are. You know, kind of fun getting to do the freshman game because you get to actually see, you know, the freshman squad and see if they are, if it's anything like the varsity or the sophomore class. That one was tipped out of bounds on the inbounds. So Miamisburg basketball. Ian Hicks into the front court. Now it's Hawk back over to Hicks and a timeout by Miamisburg. And since we got another minute here on the NM Sports Network, let's shout out our friends over there at Express It Athletics. They make exceptional athletic apparel, and it's a local, homegrown company. So if you guys like supporting local business, support our manager Michael Blanton, 369-0222. You guys are trying to get some of that fantastic Express It gear. We are coming back after the timeout. We'll talk about the TAT a little bit later. Another one of our fantastic sponsors. Miamisburg basketball. Hawk on the far side. Then it was Cooney, but I think it was then turned over. Northmont. Allen had it for a second. And then he'll set a screen for Lindsay. Allen with the rebound after the missed layup. Got it tipped out of bounds. They're going to say ball goes to Miamisburg. Inbound to the far side. That was Bell. Now quickly driving in. Cooney. No good by the Vikings, and Watson down the other way. Drives middle, picks up the ball, shoots that one. The layup is no good. Quickly, Miamisburg. Hawk under the basket. They're going to call a foul on the drive. Or no, they're going to call a foul against Miamisburg. Oh, no, never mind. There's a technical foul against the Thunderbolts. I was looking at my roster. I kind of missed it. First of the technical free throws, no good. 13-2, the Thunderbolts lead. Substitutions by the Thunderbolts after the free throws. Miamisburg quickly into Bell. They're gonna say he's fouled, count it, and an opportunity coming at the free throw line. Nice little turn of events for the Vikings if he's able to make this one, and he does. Someone rattles in, cuts it down to a 7-point deficit, 7-point lead for the Thunderbolts. Into the offensive end now as Copeland over to Simons into the paint, spins middle, reaches in, he's fouled. That was Liam Cooney, number 15. He's going to pick up the foul. First one a little bit too strong. Be off the side iron. One for two at the line as he knocks down the second half of the two free throws into the offensive end now. Miamisburg. Hicks over to Hawk, over to Copel now. Back to Hawk at the top of the key. Copel comes and gets it. Aggressive defense by the Thunderbolts. Driving in, uses the contact, count it, and one. And nice job there, working his way to the line for number 32, Hicks. knocks down the free throw, and the lead's been cut to 5, 14-9. The Vikings have been working their way back in here, and Northmont, they've kind of stalled out. Into the paint, 2 feet, turn around, no good there for Copeland. Back the other way, Hawk stops to Bell. Now back outside Copel, drives the other way. At the free throw line, the high arcing shot by Bell, and it drops in. Ooh, pretty jumper. That one went as high up as it went out. All of a sudden, it is a 3-point ball game. Subs now for the Thunderbolts. They inbound it to, I think that was Pitts. Yeah. He's controlling things at the volleyball line. Now throws it over to Copeland. Allen now drives middle. Fakes the pass, goes up and under with the reverse. Oh my goodness, let's see that one again. We'll hold on to that one for a little while. And now he saves it from going out of bounds. What a play. Oh my. Now another save. Oh, but that pass is going to be turned over. A nice try by Lindsay. Back the other way into the contact. Blocked out of bounds. Theo Simons. Or not blocked out of bounds, rather. And Allen driving. Pitts lost it for a second. He throws it out, and that one's going to be lost and be kicked by Coach. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we got time for this one. What a move. Drives past the defender, the fake to fool everyone. Might be a freshman, but that kid's got some skill. Now this pass is going to be stolen by Pitts. It was tipped up in the air, and he's driving in. A lot of contact, no call. He hits the floor. Outside, Simmons the 3. That one's going to be off the mark. Pitts gets up. He gets up to rebound. He's fouled, and he'll be on his way to the free throw line. Since we got a second here at the line, let's look at this one again. What a move by Allen. Just fools 2 different defenders. They run the other direction. He scores the bucket. Whoo, man. He was halfway under the basket, had to contort his body to find the angle. That's some good basketball, boys and girls. Free throw is going to be good. We made both of them. One or two at the line, I guess, as Williams has 5 points now. Forcing some havoc in the backcourt, and Miamisburg is going to take a timeout. Northmont has the lead back up to 6, 17-11. A timeout for the Vikings. Next up here on the NM Sports Network, let's talk about one of the new kids on the block when we're talking about the alumni tournament. Fairborn. Let's get the school right. Fairborn has accepted the invite to be a part of the Dayton region of the 2026 alumni tournament. Cannot wait for that one. Anthony Pendergrast, the alumni general manager. Should be a lot of fun. August 15th through the 24th. 64 teams, 8 regions across the great state of Ohio. $50,000 grand prize goes to the winners. Single elimination. And who doesn't love some basketball? Cannot wait for that one to tip off, but back here inside the Thunderdome, we're getting ready for the last minute and a half here of the freshman game between the Miamisburg Vikings and the Northmont Thunderbolts. Viking ball right now is in the hands of Williams. And Thomas, bad pass, going to be intercepted. Lindsay driving the paint. He's going to be bumped. No call, though. Allen comes up with the rebound. Goes over into the corner and now throws it out to Copeland. Jab step, now crosses over the defender, drives into the paint, forces this one up, can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, up, no good on the second attempt. And now pushing back the other way, that's Copel. It was a bad pass. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by Lindsay of the Thunderbolts, and the ball will go, or will stay with the Vikings. 48.5 seconds to play. Pass may have been tipped on the inbound, but Copel still got it. Carter outside. Now the screen, trying to work middle. Williams at the top of the key, dribble handoff there with Hicks. Back to Williams. 27 seconds. He has it knocked away. And Simon's going the other way. Drop off pass to Lindsay. Nice job to create the angle so he could get the pass through the two defenders. 13 seconds to go. Pass is going to be tipped deeper into the backcourt. Langston is able to break the press, gets it back out to Carter, and now Williams with 4 seconds. I don't think they're paying attention to the clock, and that's going to do it for the first half of play here on the NM Sports Network. 19-11, the Thunderbolts lead the Vikings. We'll be back for the second half here shortly. right, welcome back in here on the NM Sports Network inside the Thunderdome for the second half here of the freshman game. Thomas has the ball for the Vikings. He's going to drive middle, or no, that was Williams. He received it on the pass. They threw it over to Langston. He knocked down the three. Now coming back the other way, Copeland for the Thunderbolts. Pitts driving, wild shot there, no good. Now Williams back the other way, running in transition, gets this one into Langston. Beautiful pass, just floats it in at the right time, and he uses the window, knocking the layup. Lead is down to 3 for the Thunderbolts. Bad pass, but Allen will be able to corral it. Now Lindsay into the front court. Pitts. Now Copeland drives middle into 2 defenders. Floats this one up, can't get it to go. Bell with the rebound. And now the Thunderbolts. Hesitation now by Williams. I said the Thunderbolts, the Vikings. It might be a long night, ladies and gentlemen. Mishandled for a moment by Thomas, and now back outside, Williams. Bell on the far side in front of his own bench. Back up top, Musgrave. Corner, the 3, or maybe it was a long 2 by Williams, no good. Now coming back the other way, driving kind of through the middle was Northmont, couldn't get that one to go. Williams quickly back the other way, finds Bell in transition, no good. Rebounded by Simmons. He's fouled. Had his glasses knocked off. Or no, I guess no foul. I mean, just pause the game so he put his glasses back on. All right. Into the front court, Lindsay. Pitts comes around to take the ball. Lindsay runs through a defender. They're going to call a charge. Carter Thomas, good job being in the right position. And his feet set in plenty of time and just ran over. Vikings now on the offensive end. Williams, he'll use the Bell screen. Bell now pops back out to the three-point line. Carter drives, gets between 2 defenders. They'll call the foul. No, they call a jump ball. Or no, that was just a weird motion by the ref. No, they did call a jump ball. Okay. How the players were moving around there on the floor. It's kind of confusing me. Allen gets it into the front court, throws it over to his teammate in the corner. Lindsay off the glass and gets it to go. He's got 7. Williams gets things on the offensive end for the Vikings. A kick out. Langston on the far side floats this one up just outside the paint. He gets his own rebound after it was tipped around for a moment, puts it back up and in. Doing a really nice job for the Vikings, scoring a lot of their points. Allen into the front court, throws it over into the corner. And the shot by Copeland. And now quickly up the other way. Langston scores again, has this down to a 1-point ball game. Steal there, fighting for it on the floor. Williams gets it to Musgraves, no good. But Williams comes in for the rebound, puts it up off the glass, and flexes after the Vikings come and storm back to take a lead. Big change of direction here in the third quarter. It was a 6-point game at half, and then Northmont got off to a somewhat quick start, but 4 quick buckets there by the Vikings. They've scored 11 points here in the quarter. Now after the timeout, Northmont will have possession. 2.5 minutes to go here in the quarter. Inbound to the far side. And Allen will quickly get it in the front court. Lindsay, he drives into the paint, just gets it up over the hands of Bell. You're going to say last touch by the Thunderbolts. 22-21, the Vikings lead. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the half. They're here in the third quarter. My goodness. Carter. Out of Williams. And then cross the timeline. Spin by Musgrave. Tries to get it into Langston. And Watson takes it away. So now he's taking it into the front court for the Thunderbolts. Stops at the volleyball line. Lindsay comes to get it from him. Right back over to Watson. Pitts in front of the Northmont bench. Lindsay, they go down on the block to Watson. One dribble, turns and kind of fades away a little bit. Puts that one in. Beautiful shot by the freshman. Ball over to Williams. Quickly gets that one into the front court. Drives through Watson. No good. And Allen comes up with the rebound. Lindsay puts on the brakes. Crosses over. Watson on the far side. The pump fake. Maybe that was a pass fake. Now they get it in the corner of the pits. Drives baseline. He steps on the line as he was trying to get it to Allen. He's big down there in the paint. Hawk. Quickly the Vikings break the press there. Off the glass is too high. Can't get that one to go. Outlet pass to Watson. He'll back things out in the corner and wait for his teammates. Has it knocked out of bounds by Hicks. Inbounding right in front of the bench. Lindsay, under a minute to play here in the quarter. Driving in, Watson through the contact and floats it up, or floats it into the basket. Northmont back with a 3-point lead. 40 seconds now. Dump off pass inside to Bell. Counted and one. Got the friendly roll. That one was teetering on the edge of falling out of the basket, but instead, Bell will have a chance to make it a one-possession game. Misses the free throw and Pitts into the offensive end for the Thunderbolts. Slows things down, and now over to Watson. Lindsay comes and gets it. 10 seconds. Uses the screen to the left, drives into the paint, slows down, leans in, is fouled. Russell Franks set the screen. Lindsay at the line. Free throw is good. Doesn't get the roll on the second. Long rebound. Watson gets it, and he was just inside the line. Got fouled. There was a lot of contact. It's kind of an inadvertent foul, I think, but it was a heads-up play by him to just kind of chuck that one up amidst all the contact. First one is good. That one is no good. And oh, they're actually saying it was a 3. Wow, I thought his foot was on the line. So makes the front end, makes the back end. And frankly, Northmont should get the ball back with a little bit of time there before the quarter ends. But with a 4-point lead, they say that the third quarter is over. 28-24, the Thunderbolts lead, entering the fourth here on the NM Sports Network. Shout out to our friends over there at Bluebird Construction. You guys need your home remodeled, you need your roof redone, hit up our friends over at bluebirdohio.com. Casey Leslie does a great job in all his different, they can do a lot of different stuff. We got some ads that we play here on the network occasionally, and it's impressive the things that they can build. The alumni tournament, 64-team single elimination tournament across the great state of Ohio. Okay. 64 different teams across the great state of Ohio, all competing for $50,000. Single elimination tournament. And Northmont has received the email, and they have the opportunity now, as we've sent emails out to over 400 schools for their chance to all compete here in the alumni tournament. Northmont has the email, and so if you guys want your Thunderbolts to maybe compete, Pitts with the steal and takes it the distance. If you guys want your Thunderbolts to maybe compete, you guys can, maybe hit up the school and let them know. Be like, hey guys, we want a chance at that $50,000 and to support our school. Back the other way after another steal by the Thunderbolts. Simons is fouled, and he'll be at the line. First of 2 free throws is good. Just his second point on the game. Second free throw will bounce off the side. I'm going to say last touched, tipped out of bounds by Kopel. Or Keppel. Allen had a chance at the rebound, but it was tipped out of his hands. Pitts now in the corner. Copeland, his shot was blocked. Allen will be able to come up with the ball, turns around and puts it in. 7-point lead now for the Thunderbolts. No, make it a 9-point lead. I looked at the scoreboard right before they updated it. Driving into the paint for a second was Williams. Now Keppel floats this one up, no good, gets his own board, also no good. Langston tips it into the hands of Simons, and Northmont back driving into the offensive end. They're going to call an offensive foul against Copeland. There's a second drawn charge on the night by Carter Thomas. Second here in the half as well. Drew one coming right out of halftime. Williams took him a while to find someone to inbound it to, and then Bell's pass was tipped, stolen by Lindsay, who he'll score that one. He's got 10 here on the night. Another inbound pass stolen. Lindsay underneath the basket all by himself. Simon playing great defense, and a timeout for the Vikings. Next up here on the NM Sports Network, I'm going to shout out our friends over there at Code Credit Union, one good reason after another to rock with us here on the Code Credit Union, or on the NM Sports Network, and our friends over at the Code Credit Union. 937-222-8971. And we've already shouted out the barbershop a couple times, but at least once. But why not one more time? 729 East Main Street. If you guys are trying to get a fresh cut from man Will Page over there at Headliners, they do fantastic work. There's a couple of good examples for you there on the screen. Coming out of the timeout. .13 lead for the Thunderbolts, 37-24. Active hands by Allen. He's pushed to the floor after he nearly came up with the steal. And actually, I don't know if he actually did come up with it before he... Did he slide out of bounds? Not 100% sure. Doesn't really matter. Northmont basketball up top. Now Copeland in the far corner. Simons loses it. Goes right through his hands. Deep inbound pass. Pitts tipped it. And then blocks it. Some of the Springboro fans aren't very happy, or excuse me, Miamisburg, I'm sorry, aren't super happy about what they thought should have been a technical foul. .4:14 to go here in the half. Allen into the front court, through the hands of Simons. Pitts was the passer. It's just maybe a half step behind him, and he had to reach back for it a little bit. The inbound pass, Pitts is going to take a break. Watson comes in, takes his place. Driving up the sideline, gets it inside to Williams. Nice finish there, because Copeland was breathing down his neck. Simons into the front court. Drop off to Lindsay. Jab step, and they move it back to Copeland. He drives into the defense. Spin move, floats this one up, no good. That was a tough shot. Williams navigating the defense, weaving between defenders. Langston over to Ball, right back to Langston on the near side, and he puts that one up and in. It's been cut to single digits. Copeland absorbs the contact on the near sideline. Simon into the front court. Goes middle. Now the pass cross court to Watson. They put on the pressure. Now Lindsay at the volleyball line. Drives in. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Musgraves. Bad pass there by Langston as Carter wasn't established in the front court before he caught the pass. And a timeout, I think, for Northmont. (37-28). 3:03 to go. Don't forget to stick around, because up next here on the NM Sports Network, we got the JV game. Don't do this too often. First time all year we're doing all three of them. Got a request from the freshman coach to do this one here tonight. So here we are. I'm going to do all three of them. So don't forget to grab your popcorn at the end of this game and stick around, because we got two more We're still warming up for the varsity game. The Thunderbolts traveled up to Sydney on Tuesday and put the beat down. It was a 30-point victory. Not much for Thunderbolt fans to complain about in that one. But now Northmont, they inbound the ball. Lindsay outside. Watson now on the near side, drives this one over and drops it off to Copeland. Lindsay now. Carter playing aggressive defense. Musgraves underneath the basket. Simon's going to be fouled. Three fouls against Miamisburg. It's going to be the second there on Musgraves. The inbound to Copeland does a nice job getting past Langston. Makes it a double-digit lead again, and then Allen is going to pick up the foul. It's going to be his first of the game. A lot of contact on the inbound. And now Williams gets the inbound, driving it into the paint to drop off over to Bell, who uses the window, and back down to 9. Vikings got a chance. They just need to get some stops. Watson on the near side. Into the corner, Allen. Back outside, Simon. Lindsay. Watson nearly traveled there. Lindsay right in front of the Northmont bench, and now Watson. The defense slowing down a little bit. They're going to foul him. That's going to be the 4th of the quarter. Northmont doing a nice job playing keep away, and the Miamisburg defense just beginning to tire. Inbounded to Simon. They're going to call a jump ball, and the Vikings will take possession. Or no, Northmont maintains possession. They called a technical foul against Lindsay, and he totally thinks it's all embellishment on the part of Musgraves. There's going to be a turnover and possession. Williams, their best free throw shooter, will be going to the line. Miamisburg has been asking for a technical, at least some of the fans have, for a little while. Free throw is too strong there for Williams, the first one. Much needed points here. Down 3 possessions, under 2 minutes to go. Makes the second. Miamisburg has a chance to cut it to 5 here. Inbound into Langston at the 3-point line. He drives into the defense. Passes it too strong, too high over the head of Williams. It goes out of bounds, and ball goes right back to Northmont. Watson on the inbound. He's being mugged, and they're going to say he travels. There right in front of the Miamisburg bench. Plenty of opportunities here down the stretch for the Vikings. They just got to capitalize on a couple of them, and a timeout for Coach Corey Fries. It's been a while, but I've gotten to do, I think I've gotten to do 1 or 2 of his games. I'm like 99% sure that he did used to play for his dad. Big opportunity now coming out of the timeout for the Vikings. Inbounding will be Carter. And go into Langston. He'll turn around and shoot the three. That one's way too strong. And Allen comes away with the rebound. They go to Copeland. And Allen is fouled on his way into the front court. 95 seconds to go here in the game. And that's the 5th foul of the quarter, so that will send Northmont to the free throw line. Allen too strong that time. Second one, also off the mark. Simons nearly came away with the rebound, though. Langston will come and finally collect it. Williams gets the ball. Throws it over into the corner. The three by Bell, and he knocks it down. Look at that. It's a 5-point game. And they immediately are able to foul Pitts. He'll be on his way to the line with 1:19 to go. Watch the ball roll the distance to the floor. First free throw, too strong. Northmont missed their last 3 freebies. It's kind of opened the door for all this. Second one is good. Makes it a 6-point game. Northmont gives himself a little bit more cushion. Williams after the inbound into the front court. Works to his right in front of his own bench. Bell throws it underneath. Now they get it out to Carter. Langston drives back out to Carter. He'll shoot the three. Too strong, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Northmont. Ball stays with the Vikings. And a timeout late there by the Thunderbolts.
First time we're doing the freshman game here.
Yeah, I kind of talked about that a little bit already.
Yeah.
Got the request by the freshman coach, so we obliged.
And looking like they might come away with a W. We'll see. I don't want to jinx it. I mean, pretty much probably already did, but these guys have had an up and down year so far this year, and it's nice to see towards the latter stages of the year them coming together and completing a game.
The inbound, there's going to be a foul, and I think Bell will be on his way to the line. Chance to make him 4 points. That one will rattle in. Makes it a 5-point game. Definitely not out of question. Northmont's been kind of giving him opportunities here. Knocks down both free throws. It's a 2-possession game. Watson gets the inbound. They're trying to trap him. He's stuck back there, and they called it personal. .7 to go here in this game. That one rattles around and falls off. Second free throw, also off the mark. Fighting for the rebound. Pitts is going to come up with it. Now he's in the corner. They foul him. So back to the free throw line we go. 41.5 seconds. Nets that one. Finally, Northmont puts in a free throw. That one falls off and is rebounded by Bell. Williams comes and gets it. Langston behind the three-point line. Bell had an opening, instead passes it to Hicks. Williams on the drive, blocked by Allen. Huge collision down low. Freshman big, doing what he does best, causing havoc. Let's take a look at this one here on the NM Sports Instant Replay. Swats that one, but they call a foul. Free throw goes awry for the Vikings. Off the front iron and falls in. Copeland slides that back pivot foot. It's a 4-point ball game. Miamisburg gets it back with 22 seconds to go. Chance to make it a one-possession game. It's tipped, and Copeland comes up with the ball, throws it back to Pitts. There's a bad decision now, trapped underneath his own basket, and there you will foul Copeland. 15.2 left here on the clock. A couple of made free throws is might be able to ice this thing. Misses another one. Another missed free throw, but Allen comes away with the rebound this time. He gets it to Lindsay, and they foul him now with 9.9 to go as we go back to the line. I'm used to seeing the varsity squad miss a lot, but man, oh man. Nothing like this. That one rims around and out. That one also doesn't go in, but another rebound by Allen. 5 seconds to go, and they foul again. That one, I don't know if they needed to foul that time. 3.7 to go, and Northmont back at the free throw line.
Yeah, it's pretty much, even though they haven't made a free throw in about 5 years, it's pretty much over. They keep getting offensive rebounds off of the missed second free throw attempt. That's, what, the third one now in a row?
Something like that. Northmont has made maybe 2 out of the last 10.
Thank goodness for the offensive rebounds. We got JV coming up next.
That one will be starting probably about 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That's how it normally works. But Miamisburg was way late, so they might push it up a little bit. Regardless, I said it earlier, stay right here after the conclusion of this one on the NM Sports Network, because we are going to be back for the JV game as well as the varsity game after that. But Andy Horton here on the NM Sports Network will be back for game number 2 after this.